Well, I wasn't expecting this, and it did took a while, but we finally got more heroic support. It was one of my favorite fun archetypes back in the day when it was introduced in Zexal, but more support for under-supported archetype is always good to me. So let's begin. Our first card is Heroic Challenger's Knuckle Knife, which is a level 1 Earth Warrior with 600 attack, 200 defense, and its effect is, if you control a heroic monster other than a level 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. Extra special summons are always nice, for plays of course. Second effect, if this card has no more special summon, you can target one warrior monster you control. The level of that monster becomes the same level as another monster, but you cannot declare an attack this turn other than would exceed monsters. Each effect is a hard once per turn. Just a reminder, Heroic's playstyle focuses on using exceeds monsters for beatdown, and most of the time you're going to be using up your monsters for exceed monsters anyway, so this is not really much of a restriction. But overall, this is just pretty nice because it extends your plays, and keep in mind you can still target itself, so you can make itself level 4 along with another monster. Since most of your heroics are ranked 4s, and because you could use any warriors, possibly different ranks as well. Next, Heroic Challenger Morningstar, level 4 Earth Warrior with 1500 attack, 1300 defense, and its effect is, if you control 2 or more warrior monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Extending plays, of course. Second effect, if this card is no more special summon, you can add one heroic spell or trap from your deck to your hand, and it's also a searcher. Third effect, if this card is in your graveyard and you have 500 or less life, you can special summon this card, but its effects are negated. Each effect is a hard once per turn. So extending plays, a spell or trap searcher, and also comeback play. Yes, that 500 life point one is weird, but actually because of heroics, some parts of heroics require you to pay life points until you have less than a certain amount, so the last effect is fine, but overall you should just run 3 because it's of course extending plays and it's a searcher. And now to the extra deck. Our first card is the new boss monster, Heroic Champion Plioma Soleus. Rank 4, Light Warrior with 2500 attack and 2000 defense, requires 2 level 4 warrior monsters, and its effect is, your opponent can only attack this card while it's on the field. Like I said before, heroic exceed monsters are going to be beating down, so they're going to have high attack obviously, because the second effect is, you can pay life points till you only have 500 left. At the start of the battle phase this turn, the attack of one face-up monster you control becomes doubled. So you can make this card 5000 attack, or you could just target Heroic Champion Excalibur and make it 8000. And of course there is more attack gaining combos as well. But anyway, to the third effect. When an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This card gains attack equal to that monster until the end of this turn. Each effect is a hard once per turn. So basically, third effect basically gives you an honest effect, giving you a full beatdown on any monster. And keep in mind this is light, so you could actually add honest on top of it. And then you cannot forget about the second effect where you pay till you have 500 life points left, and then you can double its attack as well. Full on beatdown. Overall, this is just pretty nice, especially that it's generic to warriors. Next, Heroic Champion Grieber, rank 1 Earth Warrior Exceed, so with 700 attack, 1800 defense, requires 2 level 1 monsters, and its effect is, the first time each warrior monster you control would be destroyed, it will be protected. Not bad. Second effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, then target one rank 4 warrior monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you do, double its original attack. Pretty nice recovery right there, especially you could go on full on beatdown at that point. Third effect, when an attack is declared involving an opponent's monster, you can gain life points equal to half its attack. The second and third effect is a hard once per turn. So second effect gives you recovery play, first effect is obviously for protection, but the third effect is actually pretty nice because you do want to regain some of your life points as you're going to be paying quite a bit, especially from the last card. So this is overall pretty good, and also it's generic to warriors, so you can play this in warriors, it might be worth running. And finally to our last card, which is a normal spell, Heroic Envoy. Add one heroic monster from your deck to your hand, and if you have 500 or less life points, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one heroic card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Each effect is a hard once per turn. No reason not to run 3, it's your main searcher, and also you can recycle from the graveyard, so you obviously run it. So that's it for the new heroic cards. What do you guys think of them? I honestly think heroics are pretty cool. I was tempting to play it back in the day when I was still in high school, and I overall could say it's a pretty fun deck, and also, the heroic cards tend to be very generic warriors, and more under-supported archetypes getting more support is always very nice. Now hopefully we get more support for Dorit because she plays Butter Spies and she's part of the same team as the guy who plays heroics, and Butter Spies also tend to be under-supported as well. But other than that, see you all next time.